Sports.
Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Air Force Falcons offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Taking a shot on the first play. Picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Power football with the run. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! On to attempt the try. Man, is that dude fast. It is easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Reese, you say easy, I say annoying. Think about the defensive perspective. I got to guard the running back running. I got to guard the wide receivers. Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run? Well, here, you take the playbook and stop.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, midshipman. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Falcons will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On second down, he'll fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They go to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Quick strike complete. And the Falcons get it past the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and secure. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. The RPO, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Navy will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, just keeps firing. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's caught, and he'll be brought down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They want to just keep throwing it. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Navy! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle with Soto. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. A timeout is called as this... to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it's no good. He missed it.
Personal foul.
Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. He chucks one out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's gonna pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense,
Personal foul.
feature them, throw it up, let them go
Kicker.
get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. 1st down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them and they're going to catch it. And great tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fast motion from the offense. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Nice play design on that one. They make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the Q.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Air Force. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
1st down for this offense. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Second down coming up. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Quarterback checking the play. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And off he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the tackle. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On second down, looking again to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Navy will go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop.
Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback checking off. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is touchdown, midshipmen! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brooks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
The throw falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.